you just stand with your feet hip distance apart, okay, just take this time just to tune into some posture. All right, so we're going to spread the toes, all right, and then so you can feel the whole of the feet into the floor. You're going to engage your thighs, and then you're going to engage through your pelvic floor, and then engage through your deep abdominals, okay? Take your hands to your lower rib cage, and then just start feeling that breath now, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. So feeling the rib cage expanding on the in-breath, and the abdominals drawing in on the out-breath. And then just start to rock back and forth on your balls of your feet and your heels, and then just swing the arms up on the in-breath and exhale down. So just giving us a chance to warm the body up a little bit. Check in this morning. In-breath up and exhale down. Keeping those feet hip distance apart. Relax your neck. Relax your gaze. So we're going to start bending the knees. So we take the hips back. In breath up, hips go back. Arms pulled in. Gradually increase that range of movement. Deeper squat, it feels good. Rise up slowly onto the toes. And next one, hold it up there. Find some balance. Come down through your heels, turn to your right, sweep your arms around, and come back to the top. And then back the other way. In breath at the top, and exhale, sweep. So just articulating through the spine here. Use your breath. Keep your abdominals drawn in as you bend and twist and stretch. And then come up. And just bring the hands down. And now just take the shoulders up, round and back. So just getting some breath there. As you roll the shoulders and just loosen up. So step the feet out and turn the toes out. And just take it into a squat there. So just checking in the thighs a little bit more. In breath down and exhale up. Knees in line with feet. And let's do one more of those, and then just stay down there if you can. Okay, and then just gently pulse. So you're having to work a little bit stronger into the inner thighs there. And then come up, and then tuck your toes in, and then stretch your arms out. Take an in-breath on the twist, and an out-breath on the reach. In-breath, twist, and out-breath, reach. So we're doing the standing saw here. So as you twist, reach your back hand away to reach down. So rotate through the back hand, through the shoulder. In-breath, twist. And exhale, reach. Every time, trying to get a little bit more range. And coming up. Okay, shuffle the feet a little bit wider. And just start going side to side. Chest is lifted. Abs are pulled in. Engagement through pelvic floor. As you go side to side, and you gradually increase the range of movement. And then come to the center, and then just track your hands down for just a gentle stretch into the back of the body and the inner thighs. Breathing. Let's take your right hand down to the floor, directly underneath your head, and then take your left hand up. And push the floor away. And open up, feel a deeper stretch into the right side and change. And then reach it up. And just gradually get that rotation through your thoracic spine. Come back and roll up. Okay, bring those feet back. Give them a little shake out. Try a little bit of balancing now. So feet hip distance apart. Take your right leg up into a knee fold position. Okay, hold it there. Come back down. Get your left leg up into knee fold. And come back down. So maybe every time trying to get a little bit more range. Lifting as high as you can. Keeping the body nice and still. Remember to find something to hold on to where you need to. Just challenge yourself with this balance, thinking about core engagement and your gaze. Okay, you're standing leg strong. So bring the leg up again. And then this time extend the leg. Exhale, drop the hands. Inhale up and exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, away. And last one. And exhale, away. Come back down. Take the other leg up. Standing leg strong. Exhale, away. So engagement through core here. Thighs are strong. Hip flexors engaged. And the last one. And then come back down. Okay, from here, let's just soften the left knee. Okay, and just track the right leg back. So you're on the ball of the foot there on that back foot. From here, we're just going to lift your back foot up. Okay, and we're just going to reach the back leg away. Taking the hands down, and if you want to, you can take them all the way to the floor. And if they're on the floor, you could try straightening your standing leg and lifting the other leg higher. Then bend that standing leg again. Strong, and then come back. Okay, so take the left leg back. Take the weight through the right leg. Okay, lifting your left leg now. Hinging from the hips. Nice and slow and controlled, lifting the back leg. And if you can, you take the hands to the floor. So if you want to now, straightening both legs, reaching up, and then bend that standing leg and come back up. Okay, good. So let's just try a combination of what we did on the first one, up to knee fold and then back to that single leg deadlift position. So take the knee up. Reach the arms up. And now we're going to keep those arms up and we're going to bend that left leg and we're going to reach back. And stretch your fingertips away from your toes. And then we're going to come back. Back to that knee fold and then come down. So we take the left leg up. And then we're going to reach away. The hands and the leg extending away from your center. And then come back. Knee fold. Okay, so let's just try another little bit of leg work. All right, so you're standing with your feet hip distance apart. All right, so you're going to take it into a squat. Keep your arms up. So send the hips back and come up. Keep those arms reaching. Next time you stand up, bring the hands down. Reach up as you squat. Bring the hands down as you stand. So we're going to add to that. We squat down. We take the leg out to the side. Squat down, take the leg out to the side. Squat down, leg out to the side. So the squat, working into glutes, quads, and then that leg lift into adductors. Just go as deep into that. Squats feels good for you. Reach up, lift the chest, pull the belly in. Let's do one more. And then release. So we're going to come to the back of your mat. And then from there, stand with your feet hip distance apart and bring your chin through to your chest and start rolling down through your spine. So slowly, try not to let your hips stick out to the back. Start bending those knees. So your hands, where do you want those? They can be resting on feet, floor, legs. So bending and stretching. So lifting one side up, bending the other. And then bend that right leg. And then twist to your left and reach the left hand up. And open up. Try and get as much rotation there as you can. And bend the left leg. Straightening up on the right. And opening up. From here, just track your hands up your thighs. Rest them on your thighs. Sink down, send the tailbone away, lift the chest. Inhale. Now tuck the chin, exhale, rounding the back into cat, scoop your belly in. Bend the knees, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll up. And one more, inhale. Tailbone away, exhale, scoop. And as you roll up, now release the hands and kick them all the way up to the ceiling. Stretch the fingers and rise onto your toes. Big stretch up. As you come back down through your heels, bring your chin through to your chest. And now roll over that imaginary barrel. And then walking your hands out to the front of your mat. And pedal your heels up and down into a downward facing dog position. So that means hips are high, belly's drawn in, and you're pushing the floor away. Breathing. From the in-breath, you come to high heels. And on the out-breath, you try to stretch those heels down, but you keep your belly strong and you push the floor away. In-breath, high heels. Exhale, heels down. Legs can be straight, or you can soften the knees. In-breath up. And exhale, push the floor away. The more you do this down dog, the more it becomes a bit more restful. You find that range in the back, in the legs, and in the shoulders. We shift the weight forwards now. Completely, so the chest and the shoulders are directly over the hands. Push the floor away, breathe nice and deep. Come back to your down dog. Take some breath. And again, come forwards. So from here, you can either stay like this, or you can take the right knee down, okay? Because we're going to twist round, lift in the left arm. We're going to take an in-breath there, and we're going to exhale, sweep. So remember to take this right knee down where you need. So in-breath up, and exhale, sweep. In-breath up, and exhale, sweep. One more time, and then push back to down dog. Or if you need to have a rest, come down to child's posture, and take some breath. So from here, back to that high plank, either with both knees off or left knee down. Right hand goes up on the in-breath and exhale, sweep. In-breath up and exhale, sweep. Open up. Get as much range as you can. And then push back into down dog or child's posture. And then everyone's down onto knees and hips are back. Breathing. So take your hands wide on the mat and just shift the weight forwards, okay? So you're setting yourself up for a press up. Okay, we're going to do a press up and then we're going to rotate. So we can either be on the knees, or we can have the heels off, or we can be full press up. Whatever you're doing, make sure your head's well over your hands. Your abs are strong. So we do an in-breath down, exhale, press, and then once again, reach up. We do an in-breath down, exhale, press, and in-breath up. Setting yourself up for good form every single time. Okay, nice and slow and controlled. Heads well over the hands. Chest only, taking that down as far as you can. Remember, we can be doing this with the knees on the floor, and you don't have to go to such a deep range of your press up. Okay, this is going to work the chest muscles, backs of the arms, your triceps, and your deltoids, core engaged. And let's do one more of those. Breathing all the way. Come down and rest it back into child's posture. Take some breath. And now just roll up to a high kneeling position. So make sure those knees are comfortable and just reach the arms out. Stretch the fingers away, drop the shoulders down the back, and just gently lean back into a thigh stretch, keeping the hips pushing forwards, and in breath up. Exhale, we go back, keeping the body really still. Inhale, we come forwards. So pelvic floor is engaged, deep abdominals engaged. Try to go back as far as you can, keeping that power in the thighs all the way. Watch that you're not arching your spine. You've got a strong line from your shoulders, your hips, to your knees. Breathe in as you reach. Breathe out as you lean back. Last one. And then come back down. So let's take the hands over the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Abs are nice and strong. Remember, if your wrists are feeling this a little bit too much, you can roll the mat up, have less extension at the wrist. You've got to be comfortable, okay? So from here, we're going to reach away with the right arm and the left leg. We're going to hold that position, and then we're going to tuck the elbow and the knee together, and in-breath away, and exhale, tuck. So as you reach away, try to lift a little higher with the arm, and you can arch through the spine if it feels okay. Tucking. As you tuck, bring your knee, your nose, your elbow, lift on the in, exhale to tuck. Really scoop it in on that out breath, and last one. And release. Come back up to that high kneeling position. Okay, taking the weight off the wrists. So this time, reach up with the arms. As you come back, drop the arms down, thigh stretch. And now, as if you're drawing that bow, twist. Reach away again. In breath, lift. Come back to your thigh stretch. Left arm, reach, elbow away from the fingers. Lift. Use your breath. Keep your neck long. Keep your shoulders soft down your back. Keep strong in your core. Try to get as much range in your body as you can. And then you're adding that challenge, that little rotation there through the thoracic spine. So in breath to lift, exhale to thigh stretch, in breath to draw that bow, exhale forwards, inhale, lift. We'll make one more of those. And then come back down. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So this time, we're going to extend the left arm and the right leg. And then we're going to tuck. So if it feels too much for your balance, just do the leg action. Yeah, reaching away. We're always trying to do the movement with control. We're trying to flow with breath and movement. And we're trying to be as precise as we can. All these principles we're trying to focus on. And all of it is with the breath. In breath, away. Exhale to tuck. Extend your body. Try to really work as hard as you can in this short class. And last one. And then release. So you can either go to child's posture here, or if you prefer, you can come up to downward dog. Okay. Taking some breath. So from there, we're going to rest your forearms down. Take the weight off the wrists. Step your feet back. Draw the abdominals in. So from here, tap those knees down lightly on the floor. If that feels too much, take the knees to the floor and extend the leg. Keep tight and strong through your center. And then hold it there, or take a breather. When you're ready, we're going to turn onto a side plank. Okay, so in that side plank, we can either be like this, stacking the feet, lifting the lower waist, or we could have the lower leg on the floor. Reach the arm up, lift and lower with your top leg. So remember, we can have the bottom knee on the floor, or we can be fully lifted. Try to keep stretching that arm up. That will help you think about lifting this lower waist. Don't like it, hands on the hip. And release. Come back to your front plank, or bring your knees down and take a breather. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift and then lower with the right leg. So we can have the left knee on the floor for this. So work into those glutes, hamstrings, heel away, change legs. So you can drop the knee down or knees off the floor. Keep the legs strong, keep the body steady. And then hold it or knees down and take a breath. Roll onto your other side. I'm just going to face away for you for a moment to lift the hips, reach the arm up and lift the top leg. Or drop the knee. Make sure the elbow's comfortable underneath the shoulder. Think length in that top leg. Last one. Come back, either rest it up or come back to your low plank position and breathe and hold. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and then come down. And rest it out. So let your head rest on your hands and pull your abdominals in. Take some breath. Stretch your toes away, engage your thighs. Try lifting those feet off the floor and legs and kick. So you can have the head rested or you can lift. Breathe. So we're trying to kick from the hips. We're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. So now we're going to change that, try and kick the heels together. Okay, so a little bit more focus into glutes. Breathe, relax your neck, relax your gaze. And then we're going to try some leg circles. So we're just bringing to the center and then circling out and round. Changing direction. And then rest. Let your heels roll out and just roll those hips side to side. And breathe. Okay, from here, let's stretch those arms out in front of you. Okay, pull the abdominals in and lift the arms up. Relax your gaze. Bring the elbows back level with your shoulders. Press them forwards. Back level with shoulders. Keep the lift in the elbow. Breathe in as you draw them back. Breathe out as you reach them forwards. Don't strain your neck. So look where it feels good. Keep pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged. Try to really draw those shoulder blades in and up, elbows high. As you bring the arms back, you're lifting your chest. And one more. And rest. Take some breath there. Okay, so let's bring your hands onto your back and turn your head to one side. Okay, so hand on hand and let the elbows drop down. Bring the heels in. Okay, keep engaged through your core, flex through your feet. There's tension there, and then just kick for 3 with your heels, and then as you stretch away with the legs, stretch the arms away and lift the chest. And now bring the hands back, turn the head to the side, and 3 kicks with the heels, and then stretch away. And come back, bring the heels in for 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Reach those arms away towards your heels. Bring the hands back and tuck for 3 or more kicks if you prefer. And stretch. Turn the head the other way. So every time head comes to a different side, and then as we lift, we reach away, pull the abs in. So we breathe out as we tuck in, and breathe in as we reach. Let's do one more of those. Reach away. And release. Take your hands just underneath your shoulders and just push back. Stretch through the lower back and breathe into ribs. Okay, from here, let's swing round and get you lying on your back. So tuck your chin in so you got length through your neck, or maybe you need something underneath the head. All right, and then place the hands on the floor and just take some breath. So your feet are hip distance apart, and you're breathing full and wide into your rib cage. On an in breath, arch your spine. On the out breath, imprint that spine. And then continue now to peel your spine up and off the floor. Lift the hips. So from here, with your heels, just walk your feet forward slightly. Okay, you keep lifting up through the hips. And then lift the toes up, so you're resting on your heels. Okay, that way we should feel that we're really having to engage through those glutes. Okay, strong muscles of your buttocks. All right. And then we're lifted. And we're going to try and lift the arms up and over the head. Inner thigh squeezing. So if you're not comfortable with the toes up, resting on heels, bring your feet to the floor. To keep the hips lifted. As you bring the arms up and over on the in-breath, try not to flare up through your ribs. Keep the body still. And feel that engagement, really having to hold that position, working those glutes and your hamstrings. So pelvic floor is strong, deep abdominals. In-breath up and over. And then the next time, hands level with shoulders, bring the feet down. And as you come down, curl your head up. And then look through. And then just start to pump those arms up and down. Well, we're breathing, okay? As normal, that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So, nice and wide across the collarbones here. Strong through the arms, reaching the fingertips away. Try to keep curled up, so every now and again, be aware of looking towards your navel if you can, or between the knees. If this becomes too much of a strain, get your hands behind your head. Breathe. So keep working, turn the palms up. Just change that position and keep pumping those arms. You're going to lift your right leg to a knee fold position. Keep reaching those arms away. Take the other leg to knee fold. Anytime you need a breather, take the feet back down, continue or fully have a rest. Turn the palms back down, keep pumping those arms, build that pace up. Try, if you can, to straighten one leg. Keep curled up if you can, keep reaching away. Change legs. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Maybe both legs. From here, can you hold it? Can you bring the arms up and hold it and reach? And then kick your legs up and down. Pull the belly in. Reach the fingertips away. Try to send that middle and lower back in towards the floor. Hands can go behind the head if it's too much. 3, 2, and 1. And hug your knees in. So once you've got your knees in, just circle them round. Take your head from side to side at the same time. There's a bit of coordination. Changing that leg, action. Okay, good. So feet tucked in and straighten your left leg to the floor. Push the heel away and draw the right knee into the chest and stretch the right leg up to the ceiling. Place the hands on the floor and then circle that right leg round. In breath at the top and exhale, sweep around. So if you're not comfortable with the left leg on the floor as it is, then bend that knee. But be aware of keeping the left leg as still as you can. Keep your abs strong. Remember to make sure your neck feels nice and long, chin is tucked, so if you need something behind the head, do that. And we're going to change direction. So we're trying to maintain that real stillness in the pelvis. So focus on keeping that left side steady. Breathe. And then come back with that leg and hug it in. So keep that leg as it is, and then draw the left heel in on the floor. Place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Draw the right heel up the left leg. Okay. And just take the stretch there, pressing against the inside of that right thigh. And if you want a little bit more, lift the left leg off the floor. And more still is to reach through the window of that right leg. And then pull up, and the head could be up or down. So just having a little stretch into the glutes. Breathe. Release. Okay, so we're going to straighten the right leg if that feels okay, as if you're standing on it. Push the heel away, draw the left knee into your chest. And then place the hands on the floor and straighten that leg up to the ceiling, and then sweep around on the out breath. Then you look at the top. So this leg circle here, focus is obviously to try and mobilize into the hips there, but we need to try to maintain a stillness through the right leg, okay? The pelvis staying steady. We're going to change direction. Remember, you can always bend that right knee, but you need to try and keep it still. Hug that left knee into your chest. Straighten your right leg if it's not already. Now bend the right knee. Then take the left foot on top of the right thigh and draw up towards the crease of your right hip. So we press against the inside of the left thigh, and then for more still, we bring the right foot off the floor. You can always put the foot against the wall there, okay, give you something to work against, or you get hold of that leg and pull it, and breathe. And release, and hug those knees into your chest. Okay. We're going to straighten the left leg. We're going to draw the head up to that right knee. And we're going to do a single leg stretch. So we keep changing. Body stays still. Come back, right leg. Hold. Now try and straighten the right leg up. And reach and pull. Now change, leg straight. Hamstring pull. Keep breathing. Really pull that leg in, reach away with the other leg. And hug the knees in. Take the hands behind the head. Straighten the legs up to the ceiling. And then right leg comes down. Exhale back, heel down, left leg. So heel down on the in-breath, toes up on the out-breath. For those of you that want more, both legs together. Arms pulled in. Sending that middle spine, lower spine into the floor. Curled up. Last one. And hug those knees into your body. And take some breath. Take your arms out to the side. Chin is tucked. Take your knees to the right side. And look over that left shoulder. Okay, keep the shoulders on the floor if you can. Come back. And over to the other side. Looking over to the right shoulder. Come back. Now, hook your right leg over your left. And if you can, you try hooking your right foot underneath your left leg. Keep the arms as they are, and just bend the elbows. Okay, and then reach the fingers away a little bit. Okay, so you open the chest. Now go to your right and look to your left. Try to keep the elbows, the shoulder, the hands on the floor. You should feel more stretch into the chest here. And then come back. We're going to try hooking the left leg over the right. And maybe you could get that left foot underneath your left leg and you go to your left. Breathe. Stretching away with the arms. Come back. Hug in and roll up. And just stretch those legs out wide now. As wide as you can. Okay? Toes towards, heels away. And just gently walk the hands down. Breathing. Stretching. Lengthening. Toes towards, heels away. Walk over to the right leg. Hands either side of the leg. And try and keep the hips down. So think about the opposite leg. Okay, keeping that active. And then sweep it over to the other side. And stretching down. Come back to the center and stretch. And now split those hands apart to your legs or your feet. And roll your chest down. Keep your thighs strong, your toes towards you, heels away. And breathe. And then come back and give the legs a shake down. Draw those feet in, take them wider than hip, and then just do a little windscreen wiper number. You loosen off the hips. And when you're done, swing round to your hands and your knees. So we'll set up so your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, your belly is strong. You look up in here. Tailbone away, away from crown of head, and then tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, rounding the back, and in, breath away. And exhale, tuck. And in, breath away. And into your cat. And then from here, just tuck your toes, bring your hands to your knees. Tuck your head in, soften your knees, scoop your belly, and roll it up, tracking your hands up your legs. Until you are standing tall again. Coming back round, okay, feet hip distance apart. Take your hands behind your head, okay, elbows are wide, okay, and just come down one side, look up to the opposite elbow. Come back, inhale, and then to the other side. And then stretch those arms up. And then twist. Keeping the feet still. And then twist. Take those hands forwards. So tuck your chin in. Elbows are soft. Separate those shoulder blades. Now take the hands behind, interlace your fingers. And stretch them away. Whilst you're in that position, turn your head to one side and to the other. And once more. And again. Release those hands. So as we did at the start, let's rise onto your toes. Big stretch to the ceiling. And then sharp, come down. And rise up onto the toes. Come down, let's do one more, reach it up, big stretch. And then just shake it out. And then we'll finish there. All right.